you want your lightsaber? Nah, I'm gonna use force karate.
Do you want a gun at least? Because she offered that too. She was like, would you like a gun
No.
at least? No.
Karate! So we thought we had hit rock bottom, but if you look up, way up there, you see that little dot?
Yeah.
That's the rock bottom that we thought we were at last week.
Let the rock tell you in Chinese. Ding bong ding dong, he's stone cold aye.
Which essentially puts us in hell.
Ahsoka, episode 7.
Yeah.
Dreams and Madness. Oh boy. I didn't hate it as much as some of the other episodes.
Okay.
Again, none of it makes sense, and maybe it's just me accepting that this is a stupid cartoon, written as a cartoon. Don't expect it to make sense. I hope that's not the case. Maybe I'm buying into the conditioning.
You've just fallen into acceptance at this point. You're just like, I guess this is just what it is.
I mean, because Star Wars has been conditioning us for years to just accept bullshit and just take it.
Fair enough.
Since Filoni started his fucking retcon of Anakin 10 years ago. We've just been conditioned to whatever. And I think maybe that's starting to affect me now.
Wow. Well, for me, you're going to have to give me a synopsis. I don't remember it.
I don't either.
I mean,
I had to like, oh yeah, I remember that scene.
I swear to you, I watched it. I watched the episode.
God,
the 14-year-old.
Fuck, my arms look great today. Fuck yeah. I was still pumped. It was back and bicep day. So.
Oh, that was a good day then. I watched it. The 14-year-old was with me.
And just vanishes immediately.
Well, he stuck around for the first 5 minutes, and then he says, I'm going to get up for a second. Then he got up, and he never came back. So...
You've lost that audience, Disney.
I remember texting, and I was like, you coming back? And then I got a message back going, I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's fucking Gate. Jesus Christ.
That was it. Gone. All right. Well, I'll just watch the rest by myself then.
So Syndulla is appearing before the Republic. And like, you're busted. You broke the rules. You didn't have permission. And then, I am C-3PO. Look, I have special orders from Princess Leia. Okay, I guess, she couldn't just call or fax them order or just tell them, yeah, I gave her permission. No, you got to send 3PO so that dipshit 20-year-old fans on YouTube can go, oh my God, it's 3PO! Fuck off!
I can't remember the actor's name that's playing 3PO, but he's...
Is it still Anthony Daniels?
Dude. Yeah.
Okay.
It's still Anthony Daniels.
Yeah, what else has he got going on?
Well, that was like part of his lifetime contract. He gets to play 3PO always, forever. He was 3PO for the rides at Disney.
Jesus
He was
Christ,
3PO.
man.
Like, he would do the voice for that. He did the voice for all the toys.
Yeah.
He would not let toys go out unless it was his voice. That was like all part of his contract. 3PO forever.
Good, he's built a nice little career out of that.
Pretty much.
So they're like, okay, I guess you had permission after all. You're not busted after all. And then the Purgles arrive, and they fly into a minefield. Which made me think, now the Purgles, this bitch in my mouth, are like, hey, you walked us into a minefield. Thanks, bitch.
This is where you wanted to get dropped off, right? All right, we'll stop here. And oh, God.
So Grand Admiral Thrawn is like, oh, we're having trouble shooting them. Back away,
wait.
and then they lose them.
Why? The Purgles came out in a minefield.
Yeah.
And those mines were useless. They did nothing. They can't blow up a ship. They can't blow up a whale. I wanted to see whale blubber and whale pieces.
That was one of my other notes. This great tactician and general, your minefield fucking sucks.
Right.
So they get lost in the debris field or something. I don't know. And then Grand Admiral Thrawn is, let them go. And so Ahsoka has to use the Force to find where they're hiding, or to find where the guys on the ground are. Because Sabine and Ezra are on the ground.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like, okay.
It's like coming back to me now.
I used magic to find out where they are.
And then the witches did their magic to find her.
Yeah.
And
then they send the fighters back. And then there's another laser battle and they escape.
Yes.
So they're reunited on the ground, but it's an ambush. Because the Dark Jedi are there with the bandits, so they've teamed up to kill these people. And they have that fight where they're riding on their little covered wagons and they're shooting them with slingshots. but then they lose and they get captured.
Yes.
And then
ultimately the stormtroopers run away, and you can actually hear the voice of Monty Python, "Run away, run away."
Because Skull wasn't there. He's like, you go do it. I got other shit to take care of.
Yeah.
She's like, what? There's a great power on this planet. I'm going to find. You just
There's
go.
some dumb shit. I
Just
don't
leave.
even care. Go.
So he just leaves.
Yes.
And then Ahsoka.
And then you find him later. He's like camped out on a hill with a beer, and he's just like, "That looks like some shit. I'm glad I'm not in that."
So Ahsoka comes to rescue them just at the last second, and they're like, Hati, come with us, because they showed a moment of indecisiveness a few episodes back, which made people kind of hope that you weren't really evil. So come join us. And she's like, fuck you, and she leaves.
Also, you're a girl, and you're kind of pretty, and I think that means you have to be a good guy now, or at least misunderstood.
Yeah. And then Thrawn is like, call everyone back. We're getting out of here. And end credits.
Can we go over now Thrawn, the great tactician, the amazing admiral, general, whatever he is?
Let's start from the beginning first.
Okay.
Because from the beginning, that Senator Zhao is like, this is stupid, but even though for 6 episodes we've seen, it's, look, they're doing fucking
They're
Imperial
right
shit.
there.
It's right. He's like, this sounds like child's fairy tales. In this world, that sounds weird. In the world of laser swords and wizards and flying whales and Jedi and Sith and aliens from all over the place,
Yes.
and you just defeated an evil empire 10 years ago, this sounds weird to you. Sounds like a child's fucking fairy tale.
Okay, Doc. Also, I'm one of your highest ranked military generals.
Right.
I helped lead an army. I have intel that suggests...
You're full of shit.
I haven't even listened to you. You're a girl. What do you know? And you're green. That's weird.
I am C-3PO. Oh, okay, I guess so.
C-3PO, it's fine.
I had one other complaint about the Pringles. The Pringles.
The Pringles.
And exiting hyperspace in the minefield. If you
Okay.
look at the Pringles individually, there's a couple hundred of them.
Yeah.
The fucking special effects assholes, you couldn't render more than one model and then just click copy paste 40 times. You couldn't make a couple different ones. It looks so shitty. It looks shitty.
Yeah, it does.
They're all the same
they're
frame
all exactly
model.
the same, and they move pretty much in
Asshole,
unison.
lazy fucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, your minefield sucks. You're a great general. You suck at this, bro.
He does. I want to go over his failures real quick.
Okay.
Because it was, when the Purgle arrives,
Destroy
it with prejudice.
Okay.
It arrives, fuck, that sucks, and it flew away.
And they leave.
And it leaves. And he was like, well, that didn't work. But it was exactly as I had predicted. Okay, so we lost her in the debris field. I need my witches. And then the witches are like, she's right there. Destroy her, all the lasers. And then she gets away.
But why? How did they get away the first time? They're being chased by his fighter planes.
Oh, that's right.
And they
the
can't
fighter planes
shoot them.
first. Yes.
They can't shoot them. So he's
They
like,
can't shoot for shit.
it's not working. Withdraw the planes. Let them go. And then they escape.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have let them escape. How can we find them? We found them. Now blast. You had them 15 minutes ago. And you
lost
let them go. You dumb fuck.
But that's okay. We found them again. Now destroy them,
Okay,
and then they
do
shoot.
send the exact same fighters
And
to
then-
use the exact same tactics that didn't work 20 minutes ago.
And then, of course, that fails again.
Fuck.
She gets away, and he goes, perfect. We've flushed her out of hiding. You missed, bro. So she flies down to the surface to do whatever it is she was going to do, because he has no idea. And then, like, okay, now it's time to send the troops. And the troops will destroy them. Hey, your troops suck, and they're getting murdered.
Call them back. Let's
Call them
leave.
back. Let's get out of here. Exactly as I had planned.
So let's go back to the last episode. Right before this, when she shows up and says, I'm here to find Ezra. Okay, go. All right, let's fucking go.
Yeah, let's just get out of here. Let's just go.
What about abandon them on this fucking pathetic planet with no way to escape? Let's just leave and fucking take over the galaxy like we planned. Great. What is all this shit about?
You've done...
Send the Dark Jedi to kill them, and then send my troops to kill the Dark Jedi, and then bring her here and just fucking go.
There's so many things you could have done if you really wanted to show this guy as either evil or a brilliant tactician or whatever, and you've done none of those things. She was right in front of him. She was 2 feet in front of him. 2 feet right there in front of him. Hi, I'm going to talk smack to you, and then you're going to give me one of those things to ride so that I can have a vehicle, my armor, and all of my guns. Okay, that seems like a reasonable plan. That's a good idea.
You know what would have been great?
Or how about I shoot you in the face?
Right. And it's over. Yeah.
And then it's over, and I don't have to worry about this anymore.
You want to set him up as a tactician and a brilliant strategist? Don't make any mention of Ahsoka showing up. Don't make any mention of it. Just go through your regular stupid contrived storyline, and then Ahsoka pops out of hyperspace in the Purgles, and they're there waiting for her. Surprise the audience, like motherfucker, he knew.
Yeah.
Wow, he pieced it together that they were going to come in Purgles. This guy's dangerous.
Instead, he's practically looking at the camera.
He's told they're coming in Purgles.
They're coming in Purgles.
And he fucks it
We're going to
up.
be ready. Oh, fucked it up. Oh, just as I had planned it all. That's all part of my plan. This is so foolish. I want to see like the witch's lady or whatever that other witch lady.
This guy kind of sucks, doesn't he? You sure this is a good idea?
Are we following this guy again? Why do we do his bidding?
Shut the fuck up, Clarice. Everything I've read says this guy's a brilliant strategist. Oh, not from what I've seen. Well, shut the fuck up. We're in it now. Speaking of send the troops and let's have this fight.
Right.
These guys got spears and rifles and guns and shit. Do you want your lightsaber? Nah, I'm going to use force karate.
Do you want a gun at least? Because she offered that too. She was like, would you like a gun
No.
at least? No.
Karate! Karate! Hey, we got our asses kicked. Fuck.
So is he following like what happened to Mr. T, where like he's suddenly this pacifist and will not do violence anymore?
If you believe in yourself, drink your school, stay in drugs, and don't do milk, you can get work.
I'm on play, fool!
Which is what I thought. And originally I thought, well, that's an interesting twist if he just, like, over the past 10 years took this vow of peace and will not fight anymore because he's been living with these turtles. One of which, he's had sex with.
Just one?
Just one, at least. Well, I mean, maybe 2 or 3, but I mean, they move very slowly, so I'm sure he can catch. But, yeah, if he had gone that route, fine. But then you see him actually like take out stormtroopers and grab a gun and shoot them. And I'm like, okay, so you haven't done that. So you literally didn't take it so that Sabine could look cooler, I guess. Or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why they did that.
And then they end it with Ezra. You know, they're all reunited. Oh, it's great to see you again. It's been so long. Looks like I'm finally going home. No, you're not. We have no plan for this dumb bitch just haphazardly went with the enemy. There they go. They're leaving now. So we're all stranded here now.
Yeah. Like, oh no, Ahsoka's here. She's got a ship. Doesn't she know? No. She literally rode inside the mouth of a giant whale. She has no idea how to get home. Although, this is like the Dathomir homeworld, and they've been going back and forth for eons, so, you know.
So what did they need the fucking map for?
I don't know. Maybe they'll find another map.
Oh, maybe.
This is the homeworld where they made the maps. Maybe they'll just find like a room full of maps.
Just find another group. Like, you guys are Night Sisters of Dathomir? Yeah. How do you get to the other fucking galaxy? Oh, yeah. Hang a right on 75. Take it south. Take exit ramp 15, not 15A. Exit ramp 15. You don't want to get off the wrong exit. Yeah, we've been going there for thousands of years, but we just forgot, I guess. I don't know.
Something.
So what remains now? We have to find...
Well, now that's the weird thing, because this thing ended at a spot where you're like, nothing happened.
Right.
Nothing happened. And still nothing happened. You have so much shit you're supposed to wrap up in one episode. Unless this final episode is a just kidding, to be continued, go watch the movie.
Which I will not do. I will not. I will not watch a season 2 of this. And if this really was just the lead up to an Avengers Assemble moment, where the Mandalorian teams up with Thrawn, and the Ezra teams up, and they all show up at the same time to fight the big baddie, to fight Thanos, I'm gonna be done with Star Wars. Never in my life did I think I would say that. I'm gonna be done with Star Wars. Because it's just a continuation of the cartoons now. It's got nothing to do with what used to be Star Wars.
And that's the trick, isn't it? Everything that's happening right now is all centered around the cartoon.
The Filoni-verse.
Yeah.
And that's stupid as fuck.
Everything Star Wars. Now listen to that one. Everything Star Wars that's happened on Disney Plus, with the exception of
Obi-Wan.
Of Rogue One.
Oh.
What am I trying to think of? The
Andor.
Andor. Thank you. All right, with the exception of Andor, everything has existed around the cartoons.
Yeah. Filoni's fucking cartoons.
Yeah.
I'm an adult. I watched them because they were kind of Star Wars, but I'm not going to be drawn into this. If this is the universe Disney wants to build, they're free to do it. I'm not going to be a part of it anymore.
No, and I didn't realize that the cartoons were going to become the central focal point of Star Wars.
For 40 years, you had us as diehard fanboys, and you're going to fucking piss us away now. Fine by me. There's other shit I can watch.
I didn't realize it until I saw some of the YouTube reactions when they first teased that Anakin was going to be there in the world between worlds. Yeah. And there were people just crying like, oh my God, it's Anakin. It's the Anakin we love. And oh my God, it's because he's a cartoon character come to life. You're not excited because this is the guy from the prequels or anything.
No.
Because you didn't even watch them probably, or you didn't like them. But you liked the cartoon.
I never watched the movies from the 70s and the 80s because they were the most boringest. But Clone Wars was fucking awesome. Oh my God, the world between worlds, that's so great.
No, it's not. And if you weren't a fan of the original, then you wouldn't understand why.
Right.
It is not only not great, it's straight up damaging.
Yeah.
It's as damaging as anything J.J. Abrams ever did with Star Trek.
They destroyed it just as bad.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not just as bad.
Well,
Abrams changed the very fabric of what Star Trek was.
Filoni is trying.
You know.
I mean, he's making an effort. We've got magic and witches, and we've got, I mean, there were space whales, okay?
I can live with that. I can live with that. Now, the difference, this is a diversion, but Star Trek was always this morality tale. It was a way of talking about social issues in the 60s.
Right. That
a studio would never allow on TV. You are not talking about fucking civil rights on TV in 1968. And it allowed I know, we're not talking about civil rights. Space aliens. These are space aliens. This isn't right.
No, okay.
So, sorry, I misunderstood.
You can do it.
That's what Star Trek was. A way to talk about social issues that you couldn't talk about openly. And it was always intelligent.
Yes.
Which is why it was never as popular as this dumb shit.
Right.
Star Wars was always a space opera, fun and action and adventure based.
That's very, very true.
It's still that, but it's a cartoon now, as opposed to a swashbuckling film.
Yeah, as opposed to being something that was truly modeled after westerns and samurai films and, you know, and all of that. Now it really is a cartoon, and everything live action is based around cartoons.
Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, they were based on Errol Flynn swinging from a pirate ship with a dagger in his mouth. Yeehaw!
Yeah.
That's what Star Wars was based. It was these swashbuckling high adventure films.
And even Boba Fett was a straight up rip of The Man with No Name.
Right.
I mean, that's Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. And now it's let's do some cartoons. I don't care what's been established before. Filoni's built his cartoon universe, and everything revolves around that. It's a completely different audience with completely different sensibilities.
Yeah.
And it's not as good.
No.
Objectively, it's objectively not as good.
It is objectively
And this might be
dumb.
the last straw in losing the traditional fans like us. And 20-something, oh, good, you're too old, boomer, you don't understand it anyway. Well, okay, I mean, see how long it lasts, Disney.
Right.
Pour more money into it.
Because from what we've seen so far, even with Ahsoka, the ratings drop every episode. And they just drop worse and worse and worse. What was the last thing that they did that was... I mean, the ratings were just horrific by the time they reached their end. Nobody was watching this anymore.
That was the horrible irony of Andor. Because nobody watched it, but it was the best fucking Star Wars since Rogue One.
And I'm wondering now if the people who, like us, watched it and enjoyed it, was it always the original fans that really liked it? And all the people who loved the cartoon were like, this is boring, I don't know what's going on.
Where's Anakin?
Where's Anakin?
Where's the world between... Oh, my God. It's just a guy fighting the Empire? That's dumb. What the fuck?
They need wizards and stuff and...
There's no cute talking aliens that are fluffy aliens. What the fuck?
Green smoke magic.
What the fuck? Yeah, it's become so different. It's unrecognizable. I don't like it. I'm watching it because I feel obligated. Because for 40 fucking years I've been a Star Wars guy.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how singularly sad I am. That my entire life I might be done with Star Wars. It's like a fucking married couple after 50 years getting divorced.
Yeah.
Why are you getting divorced after 50 years of marriage? Because she's a different person.
Yeah.
What? This is fucking nuts. This is what
and now
it feels
you're seeing
like.
it.
This is what it feels like to me now. Fuck. Let's just get this last fucking episode done and over with.
One episode left, and then
I don't know.
I don't know how much there's other stuff coming. I guess they're making something called Skeleton Crew and the Acolyte.
Is that going to be worth a shit?
I'm afraid it's going to be like Secret Invasion, which I did not watch because I don't care. Loki season 2 is coming out.
I don't give a
and
fuck,
I don't give a flying fuck about it.
Not if Tom Hiddleston himself came down and stroked me off while I was watching it. I wouldn't fucking get through an episode of that shit.
Mr. Hiddleton, I totally would. So if you're watching this, call me.
I wonder if
Just wanted to set the record straight.
I wonder if he's on Cameo. If he is, I'm paying whatever it is to have him call and leave a message. Charles of the Two Gaming Dudes. I will not be.
I will not be indeed stroking you off. But do watch my show.
He already spent all his money from that fucking Nissan commercial, so of course he's gonna do this.
This is bad. I know. All right, one episode left. If you've been watching, you got to let us know. Put comments down, and are you into this? Are you loving this, or are you done with this as well?
It's just that segment of fans where their first exposure to Star Wars was the Clone Wars.
Yeah,
they're so sheltered. They're sheltered. They haven't got an idea of what all they have is this tiny little world because that's all they've known. They don't realize Star Wars is so much bigger, and they're so convinced that this is great that it's infuriating because they're stupid. They don't realize how stupid they are, and yet they're insisting that the Earth is flat.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So
it's sad.
There you have it.
Well, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, all that stuff.
Oh, that shit.
Yeah. And then go watch one of our other videos.
Yeah. We got better stuff.
Disney doesn't, but we might.
Go watch Twisted Metal. That's a good
That's a good one. I like that one. All right. We'll catch you in another episode. Later.